After watching this video, you will know exactly which drone you should buy. So in this video, I'll break down the top 7 best drones this year. I put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. Without wasting any time, let's get started. Number 7. The best cheap drone for novices is the Ryze Tello. The Ryze Tello is a simple, lightweight, and enjoyable drone for beginners. The battery provided a respectable 13 minutes of flight time and testing, and downward-facing light sensors enabled the Tello to hover in place and perform a number of automated tricks, despite its low price. With a small dynamic range and noticeable compression artifacts when streaming 720p HD video, the 5-megapixel camera mounted on the nose provided less impressive image quality. According to our review, the frame rate is impacted by any decrease in connection strength because the video is beamed directly to your smartphone. However, we thought the app's simplicity was refreshing. With a rewardingly responsive on-screen twin-stick setup, it provides a simple way to control the Tello, although the actual range is closer to 30 to 40 meters than the theoretical range of 100 meters. This is not necessarily a bad thing, given how easily the 80G Tello can be blown off course by even a light breeze. On a calm day, the Ryze Tello is a fundamentally enjoyable drone to fly due to its quick movement and quick responses to intuitive inputs. However, if you don't mind choppy video, it's still the best beginner drone available, despite the somewhat constrained range. Number 6. The best value camera drone for enthusiasts is the DJI Mavic 3 Classic. Technically inferior to the Mavic 3, the Classic edition costs less because it lacks the telephoto lens of its more expensive sibling. The Classic is not a cheap option, but because of the streamlined setup, videographers can use it more affordably. The excellent 4.3 main sensor is still present, making it the best folding drone camera currently on the market in our opinion. However, we believe that the ability to record 5.1K video in normal HLG and 10-bit profiles will be more than enough for the majority of videographers. You do not receive the 1TB SSD or Apple ProRes recording of the Cine edition. Furthermore, noise handling is outstanding throughout the entire ISO range due to the larger sensor. Additionally, you receive every safety and flight feature from the first Mavic 3 models. While the Classic is not a beginner drone, we discovered during testing that automated quick shots, subject tracking, and collision avoidance made it simple to fly with confidence. Even though actual battery life was less than the claimed 46 minutes, the DJI Air 2S is more affordable if you're fine with a 1-inch sensor. But the Mavic 3 Classic is the best option if you want the best image quality from a foldable drone. Number 5. The best budget drone if you don't need obstacle avoidance is the DJI Mini 3. The Mini 3 is the best budget drone you can get if you don't need the peace of mind that collision avoidance provides. The Mini 3 Pro delivers the same image quality as its more expensive sibling, but is smaller, lighter, and less expensive. The high-end drone can take excellent JPEG and RAW still photos as well as 4K video up to 30 frames per second, provided you have the confidence to avoid in-flight obstacles without mechanical assistance. Its 12-megapixel sensor's ability to rotate to capture portrait shots is advantageous. Its appeal to professionals is limited by the absence of log profiles, and another downgrade from the Pro version is the lack of subject tracking. However, quick shots are still available in the Mini 3, allowing even inexperienced users to use automated flight paths to record cinematic footage. With the optional controller and downward vision sensors and GPS to assist with hovering, we found it to be a simple drone to fly. However, with respectable real-world flight times of 25 minutes, the Mini 3 checks all the essential boxes for budget buyers. Moving up to the Mavic 3 Classic would result in better image quality and increased stability in windy conditions. Number 4. A versatile rival to the DJI Air 2S is the Autel Evo Lite Plus. The Evo Lite Plus directly competes with the Air 2S as the flagship flying machine from Autel's most recent lineup of DJI rivals. Its specification sheet is strikingly similar, and it can capture 5.4K video at 30 frames per second using a 1-inch sensor. With a flight time of 40 minutes and an adjustable aperture ranging from f2.8 to f11, it also surpasses the Air 2S and the Mavic Pro 2, although the Lite Plus model lacks the 4th axis stabilization of its Evo Lite sibling. The larger pixels on its sensor give it a better light gathering potential in low light. Professional drone videographers might be reluctant to use the drone due to the lack of 10-bit video and D-Log profile, and it's unfortunate that side sensors for obstacle avoidance are not included. In contrast, we discovered in our review that the Lite Plus is an incredibly versatile piece of flying camera gear. The Air 2S is seriously challenged by its 20-megapixel sensor, which is likely the best drone camera currently available for the money. Number 3. The best premium drone is the DJI Mavic 3 Pro. The new flagship drone from DJI is the first consumer model to have 3 cameras, 2 more than most pilots actually require. The Mavic 3 Pro, according to the results of our testing, is the best choice if you're an aerial photographer or videographer looking for the the most adaptable drone on the market. In our evaluation, we discovered that the primary 24mm 4/3 camera, the same one used by the Mavic 3 Classic below, had the best image quality. Additionally, it wins in terms of formats, frame rates, and adjustable aperture. Nevertheless, the ability to zoom in 3 times and 7 times is incredibly helpful in a variety of situations, and is also available on both telephoto cameras, which both produce excellent images. Despite being a professional drone, we found the Mavic 3 Pro to be incredibly simple to fly thanks to great safety features that make it usable by everyone. However, the price tag and its professional level video modes make it overkill for beginners. Additionally, due to its weight, it falls under the strict C2 European drone classification, but the Mavic 3 offers all of that and 2 telephoto lenses if you want a high-end drone that is more portable and less expensive than the Inspire 3. Number 2. The best all-around drone for aerial photographers is the DJI Air 2S. The DJI Air 2S is still a great option if image quality is more important to you than size, even though it is no longer the newest drone in DJI's lineup and recently lost its top spot to the DJI Mini 3 Pro above. This drone has a 20 megapixel 1-inch sensor with a higher light gathering capacity than the Mini 3 Pro and a small foldable body. It's a combination that we praised in our review, making the Air 2S our top pick for pros and hobbyists who actually require the larger sensor. Even though the new Mini 3 Pro, see above, is even smaller, it has a better camera. You have more creative freedom when shooting 5.4K video at 30 frames per second, and it supports a useful digital zoom option. Even though we only advise using it at 2x zoom, you have a fantastic all-around flying machine that soars above its mid-range competitors when you combine the ability to shoot in 1080p at 120 frames per second with some impressive high ISO performance. However, those with a smaller budget should still take the Mavic Air 2 into account. Number 1. The best compact drone for most people is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. The DJI Mini 3 Pro is the best compact drone available in our opinion because it offers the performance of larger drones in manageable proportions. It costs more than earlier Mini models, but compared to the Mini 2, that extra money is well spent. For the money, you get a much better camera, obstacle avoidance sensors, and a number of in-flight features that are typically only found on larger drones. The Mini 3 Pro's 12 megapixel 1.33-inch sensor produced excellent image quality. According to our review, a bright f1.07 lens and dual native ISO technology combined to give the Mini 3 Pro impressive low light performance. We also noticed very little noise even at the maximum ISO 6400. In test, it avoided obstacles in 3 directions successfully. This makes it an easy drone for beginners to use when combined with automated flight modes. Its 90-degree camera rotation feature for crop-free portrait recording was another feature we liked. There is no doubt the best backpack-friendly bundle for aerial photography and video can be found if you can stretch your budget to include the DJI RZ controller. Alright, that's all for today's video, guys. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this.